Welcome back to DTR Down to Ride. I'm Daltall.
I'm Virginia.
And this is episode 4 in our DTR Down to Roamer series. In this episode, Virginia rides a dirt bike, and I start to grind away at the crack on the side of the camper that Virginia's actually nicknamed
The Kraken, because it's big, scary, and, well, it's a crack.
That's true. So I hope you guys stay tuned and enjoy.
See ya.
Bye. Alright guys, so we're back. We're going to try to pull the tarp back again since it's not raining currently, and get some sanding done. And while I do this, since it's kind of a one-person operation right now, Virginia's out riding her dirt bike around the property having some fun. I'm surprised Daisy here isn't over there chasing her right now. So, oh, there she goes. So anyways, we're going to pull this tarp back and start sanding on the cracks and grinding it out. Alright, so I'm all suited up here. Go over here and start grinding. Alright, as you guys can see, we've opened up this area a little bit already. You can see the cracking is pretty extensive. You can really see how bad it really is now from the outside. I'm guessing up here is going to be pretty good crack too with how it's flaked off. Hopefully not, but we'll kind of get in there a little closer here if we can. We're going to have to grind that all out and really bevel it in here when we're done. Looks like it's time for a new pad here. So you can see now here, I'm starting to actually bevel this out. I gotta start chasing that. I'm gonna have to expand back here probably. Gonna have to grind out all this here and here too. Because of how this is, we're gonna have to keep grinding back until we get to fiberglass that is not delaminated like this. So we're gonna keep grinding, open this up. See here, we've opened it up pretty good, but there's this bottom layer that went in between. I guess this was the bottom base layer of this outer exterior shell before you got to this next inner layer. So there is a piece of metal in here. It might get more complicated than I originally thought here. So we may have to take this whole plate out maybe. Alright, well, I guess we'll keep grinding. Alright guys, so take a break from grinding. I need one, you guys probably need one from watching me grind. But I wanted to come in here and take a look at this right here. You can see in this corner is a hole. I was trying to determine if this is supposed to be two separate shells, an inner and exterior shell, which is what I was originally thinking. But with this crack down here, it makes me think that maybe that wasn't the case. So I'm gonna see about getting a look down in here to see if I can tell if that's the case or not. This crack confirms this is a single shell and not two separate fiberglass shells. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just start chasing this crack back, I guess. And I need to take this little piece off here. All right, so now we're gonna use the Dremel Multi-Max, and this is gonna allow us to get in this corner and really grind out the crack and the fiberglass and the gel coat. So what I've decided to do is I'm actually going to remove this door here. So to remove this, I'm gonna cut the ends of these rivets off with the Dremel tool, a little metal cutting blade. All right, so now we should have a lot more room to get in there. All right, so we're gonna keep on grinding here. I think I am gonna just eventually grind this all out till that piece of metal can just come out, because then I can reinforce from both sides and then put the metal back in and then fiberglass over the top of it. All right, so I don't know if you saw here, we got this piece of fiberglass out here. This is gonna do two things for me. I'm gonna cut this and measure the thickness to make sure when I'm putting new fiberglass back in, I get as much, if not more, fiberglass put back in to make sure it's reinforced correctly. Yeah, you can see this crack really well here now. So I think the idea of me pulling this piece of metal out is the best idea. So now I'm gonna keep grinding up this way. Here coming up now. So I gotta figure out what they use underneath here, some kind of fiberglass fabric or something. Let's see here. There we go. Now we can really see in there. You can see there's a lot of water obviously came down in this crack here and allowed this steel plate to rust. But the good news is now we can really get in here. So you can see where it's delaminated a bit too from each other. So I'll have to just sand that back until it's not delaminated anymore. Well, I'm done grinding for the day. You can see here this crack goes up and around and then goes up and then stops about here. So I'm going to sand up further. I'm just looking at how this crack is formed. It almost looks like this has been pushed in and over. So I'm going to just have to fiberglass the heck out of it, front and back, build it up, and then figure out how to put that back in. A lot bigger project than I originally expected. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta do it the right way and not half-assed. If you're gonna do something half-assed, don't do it at all. All right, well, stay tuned.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.
And don't forget to leave a comment. Let us know what you liked and what you did not like about the video. In our next episode, I continue to work on the Kraken, and I also have a couple more surprises pop up. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.